Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
Lakers news. Dalton Connect opens up about off-season talks with J.J. Redick. Dalton Connect had a slow start in the California Classic, but he finally broke through in the finale against the San Antonio Spurs. With a huge fourth quarter, he led the Lakers to a comeback win, the kind of spark the team had been waiting to see. It was a much-needed moment for Connect after a roller-coaster rookie year. He began the 2024-25 season full of promise, only to be traded mid-season to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Mark Williams. But following the Hornets' decision to waive him, Connect made his way back to Los Angeles. Still, his return came with limited minutes, and he spent most of the second half of the year watching from the bench. Heading into his second year, there are still questions about his role and future with the team. His name continues to pop up in trade rumors, partly because he remains one of the few young assets the Lakers could include in potential deals. Despite the uncertainty, Connect shared that he's been in regular contact with new Lakers head coach J.J. Redick. He recently opened up about those off-season conversations, as reported by Kobe Price of the Southern California News Group. After the season, we talked and had a few check-ins, Connect said. We've been working out together, grabbed lunch, just getting to know each other and communicating better. Connect emphasized the importance of building that personal connection with his coach. He also highlighted how valuable it's been to learn directly from Redick, one of the most respected shooters of his era. Obviously, JJ's a great shooter, so we've been doing a lot of shooting drills, Connect added. It's great to be in the gym with your coach. Learning from him, that's been big for me. Redick's presence seems like a natural fit for Connect's development. The way Redick moved off the ball and created space during his playing days is exactly the type of game Connect is trying to build. While there are still valid concerns about Connect's defense, his offensive upside remains clear, and Redick may be the ideal person to help him take the next step. Even if Connect is ultimately included in a trade, the Lakers still have reasons to invest in his growth. His shooting could be a real asset moving forward, and his potential as a rotation player shouldn't be dismissed. Looking back, a rookie year full of moments. Though his minutes were limited late in the season, Connect still had moments to be proud of. As his rookie campaign came to a close, he shared highlights and personal reflections on social media, reminders of both how far he's come and what might still be ahead. Lakers news. Dalton Connect details off-season conversations with J.J. Redick. Dalton Connect had a quiet start during the California Classic, but finished strong with a standout performance against the San Antonio Spurs, helping the Lakers secure a comeback win. It was a promising moment for the young guard, especially after an uncertain rookie season. Connect's first year in the NBA was unpredictable. He began the season with the Lakers, but midway through the year was traded to the Charlotte Hornets in exchange for Mark Williams. The trade didn't last, however, as Charlotte waived Connect shortly afterward, allowing him to return to Los Angeles. Even after rejoining the team, he saw limited playing time down the stretch. Heading into his second year, questions remain about his future with the Lakers. Connect's name continues to surface in trade rumors, partly because he's one of the few young assets on the roster with potential value in the trade market. Despite that uncertainty, Connect has been working closely with new Lakers head coach J.J. Redick during the offseason. He spoke about those meetings in an interview with Kobe Price of the Southern California News Group. After the season, we talked and had a few workouts together, Connect said. We got lunch a couple of times, just spent time getting to know each other and improving communication. He also spoke about learning directly from Redick, who was known for his shooting ability throughout his NBA career. He's a great shooter, so we've been focusing on that in workouts. It's helpful to be in the gym with someone who understands that part of the game at a high level. Many view Redick as a strong mentor for Connect, especially given the similarities in their playing style. While Connect's offensive potential is clear, his defensive reliability is still in question, and that may impact his role in the upcoming season. Even though a trade is still a possibility, the Lakers may choose to keep investing in his development. If he can improve in key areas, he could earn a more consistent spot in the rotation. DeAndre Ayton reflects on what it means to play alongside Luka Dončić. New Los Angeles Lakers center DeAndre Ayton is officially on board, and it's clear he's both motivated and optimistic about this next chapter. More than anything, Ayton seems genuinely excited about the opportunity to share the court with one of the NBA's most gifted players, Luka Dončić. On joining Luka's team. During his introductory press conference, Ayton was asked about what it means to now be teammates with Dončić, and his response was honest and reflective. "It feels like a video game, like someone just built the perfect scenario," Ayton said. "This is a chance I'm not going to waste. I study the game, I play with emotion, and now I get to do that next to someone I've respected for a long time." Although the Indiana Pacers were also in the mix for Ayton, it was the opportunity to play with Dončić that ultimately swayed him toward Los Angeles. Ayton comes to the Lakers after stints with the Phoenix Suns and Portland Trail Blazers. Despite showing flashes of dominance, questions around his consistency and discipline followed him at both stops. Now, however, playing next to Dončić appears to be the spark Ayton needed to reset his focus. "Luka's one of those once-in-a-generation players, and I'm lucky to call him a teammate," he added. "From everything I'm hearing, he's in incredible shape. I'm just glad to be on this side now, and I'm really looking forward to what we can build." A reunion years in the making. Ayton and Dončić were both part of the 2018 NBA draft class. Ayton went first overall to the Suns, while Dončić was selected third and traded on draft night from Atlanta to Dallas. Since then, their careers have gone in different directions. Dončić quickly blossomed into an MVP-level star, while Ayton's path has been more uneven. Now, their careers intersect again in Los Angeles. And while Dončić may have had the edge so far, the combination of his creativity and Ayton's physical presence could prove to be a powerful mix on the court. Ayton hasn't even played his first game for the Lakers yet, but he's already felt the support from fans who've long hoped the team would land a true inside presence. Whether or not this new pairing lives up to expectations, one thing is certain: Ayton is embracing this opportunity with a renewed sense of purpose. DeAndre Ayton opens up about playing alongside Luka Dončić. New Los Angeles Lakers center DeAndre Ayton was recently introduced by the team and spoke with clear excitement about his new opportunity, especially the chance to play next to Luka Dončić. On being teammates with Luka. When asked about joining forces with Dončić, Ayton described it as surreal, comparing it to something out of a video game. He admitted Luka's presence was a major factor in choosing the Lakers over other offers, including interest from the Indiana Pacers. "It feels like someone created this in a video game. Honestly, this is a chance I won't waste. I study the game. I love playing with heart and passion," Ayton said during his introductory press conference. Ayton arrives in Los Angeles after previous stints with the Phoenix Suns and Portland Trail Blazers. While talented, he faced criticism during those years for inconsistency and effort. But being on the same team as Dončić now appears to be a major motivator. Luka is one of those rare players. "I'm excited to be on his team. I've heard how great of shape he's in right now, and I'm just looking forward to playing next to him," he added. A fresh start and fan support. Even before stepping on the court, Ayton has felt welcomed by Lakers fans, many of whom were eager to see the team add a true interior presence. The addition of a skilled physical big man was viewed as a critical need heading into the offseason. Reunited from the 2018 draft class. Ayton and Dončić were both part of the 2018 NBA draft class. Ayton was selected first overall by the Suns, while Dončić went third and was later traded to the Mavericks. Though their careers have taken different paths since then, the two now have a chance to form a new dynamic duo in Los Angeles. While Dončić has already established himself as one of the league's elite players, Ayton's journey has been more complicated. However, this new chapter could offer him the stability and support he needs to thrive. Their pairing brings renewed hope for the Lakers as they aim to build a competitive and balanced roster around their core stars. Why the Lakers will have to wait before locking in Luka Dončić. The Lakers are eager to extend Luka Dončić to a long-term deal after the blockbuster February trade with the Dallas Mavericks. But it seems they'll need more patience than anticipated before securing that commitment. Dončić, now 26, was expected to sign a 5-year, $345 million Supermax extension with Dallas. Following the trade to LA, the figure dropped to around 4 years and $230 million, still massive, but notably smaller. Why Luka can't sign an extension just yet. Despite mutual interest, the Lakers must wait until August 2nd before Luka becomes eligible to sign a new extension. And even then, it's likely that the decision will be delayed. ESPN's Tim McMahon explains that the original contract included a clause allowing Luka to focus on his commitments with Team Slovenia before extending. With the Eurobasket around the corner, it appears Luka plans to revisit extension talks only after the tournament wraps up. Eurobasket may delay talks into September. Eurobasket runs from August 27th to September 14th, hosted across Cyprus, Finland, Latvia, and Poland. Slovenia competes in Group D, alongside France, Poland, Israel, Iceland, and Belgium, a challenging group with strong playoff hopes. In the 2022 tournament, Luka led Slovenia through the group stage and into the knockout rounds before a surprising quarterfinal exit to Poland. Back in 2017, at just 18, he played a central role in Slovenia's gold medal run. What this means for the Lakers. For Los Angeles, this requires a measured and calm approach. While they already understood that the extension would be smaller than what Luka could have signed in Dallas, the added delay introduces another layer of uncertainty, possibly stretching into September or beyond. There remains a slim chance Luka could enter free agency in 2026, though that outcome seems unlikely. Still, until he signs, the Lakers face a transitional moment. Yet confidence remains high, with LeBron James entering his 23rd season and a roster shaping up around Luka. The organization is looking forward. Once the Eurobasket ends, expect negotiations to gather momentum. Quick facts. Earliest Luka can sign, August 2, 2025. Extension value, approximately $230 million over 4 years. Eurobasket dates, August 27th to September 14th, 2025. Free agency risk. Luka could become an unrestricted free agent in 2026 if no extension is signed. DeAndre Ayton eyes growth as a rim protector with the Lakers. The arrival of DeAndre Ayton in Los Angeles could be one of the most quietly impactful moves of the offseason. Standing at 7 feet tall and weighing in at 250 pounds, Ayton brings the size, strength, and interior presence the Lakers have been craving in the paint. A proven finisher around the rim and a high-level rim runner during his time in Phoenix, Ayton now has a golden opportunity to thrive alongside superstar guard Luka Dončić, a pairing that could unlock the best version of his game on both ends of the floor. Turning potential into presence. Ayton has always been a force on the glass, averaging 10.5 rebounds per game over his career, including more than 3 offensive boards per night. But for all his physical gifts, rim protection is the one area where critics have consistently asked for more. He averages just 1.0 block per game in his career and has dipped below that mark in 4 of his 7 seasons in the league. Ayton, to his credit, isn't shying away from that challenge. In his introductory press conference as a Laker, he spoke candidly about his desire to elevate that part of his game. Protecting the rim, that's my focus, Ayton said. Blocking shots, stopping possessions, making guys think twice about coming inside. Every pick and roll, I want to anchor the defense. And when I roll to the rim, I'm going hard, every time. It's about doing what the team needs. That's my role. Play hard, play physical, and take pride in defense. Ayton doesn't need to be Shaq, he just needs to be solid. The Lakers aren't asking Ayton to be the next Shaquille O'Neal or average 28 points and 12 rebounds a night. They don't need him to be the focal point, they need him to be the foundation. With LeBron James, Luka Dončić, and Austin Reeves handling the offensive load, Ayton's role becomes both simpler and more crucial. Finish strong, protect the rim, set hard screens, rebound with purpose, and be the defensive anchor the team lacked last season. And if Ayton can raise his defensive intensity, altering shots, contesting drives, and owning the paint, the Lakers' ceiling becomes a whole lot higher. Last season, opposing teams found little resistance when attacking the rim. Ayton's presence could immediately change that dynamic, turning layups into tough looks and providing a level of interior toughness that the Lakers desperately need. Following in legendary footsteps, with Shaq's support, the Lakers have a long and storied history of elite big men, from George Mikan to Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Pau Gasol, and Anthony Davis. But no one looms larger in recent memory than Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant force of his era. For Ayton, the connection to Shaq runs deep. The two have shared a bond since Ayton's high school days, with Shaq acting as a mentor and supporter of his journey. That relationship adds a layer of inspiration and motivation as Ayton steps into a role once occupied by his childhood idol. Shaq's always been in my corner, Ayton has said in the past. Knowing he believes in me, that means everything. He set the standard for big men in this league, especially here in LA. A fresh start, a bigger stage. Ayton's time in Phoenix had its ups and downs, but Los Angeles offers a clean slate, and one of the brightest stages in all of sports. Surrounded by leadership, talent, and a championship mindset, he has the tools and the support to become more than just a solid center. He can become a difference maker. Now, it's up to Ayton to turn that potential into presence. And if his words match his effort on the floor, the Lakers might have found the perfect piece to anchor their defense and elevate their title hopes. League-wide reactions. A high-stakes opportunity for Ayton. DeAndre Ayton's move to Los Angeles has sparked a wave of reaction across the league. For many analysts and former players, this isn't just a fresh start, it's a high-stakes chapter for a player who's long been seen as capable of more. NBA insider Brian Windhorst commented on ESPN, saying, "This is a make-or-break moment for Ayton. He's not just changing teams, he's stepping into a franchise with expectations, legacy, and pressure. If he buys into the role the Lakers need, this could be the moment he turns the page and becomes a defensive anchor for a title contender." Even former players like Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins chimed in during post-free agency analysis shows, highlighting that Ayton's maturity and defensive growth will define whether this partnership flourishes. "You can't come to LA and coast," Perkins said. "This ain't Phoenix. Every night in a Lakers jersey is a statement. You either raise the bar or get exposed." Fit with the Lakers core, a potential defensive pillar. From a basketball standpoint, Ayton fills a glaring need for the Lakers: interior defense and rebounding. Last season, the team struggled with consistent rim protection, especially when Anthony Davis was off the floor. Ayton allows the Lakers to stagger Davis and keep a legitimate big man on the court at all times, something they lacked last year. Offensively, his fit alongside Luka Dončić and LeBron James looks promising. Both are elite playmakers who thrive with reliable pick-and-roll partners. Ayton, with his soft hands and verticality, could become a high-efficiency finisher in those actions, much like he was during Phoenix's 2021 Finals run. Head coach Darvin Ham spoke briefly about Ayton's addition, praising his physical tools and upside. "We're excited to have DeAndre. His presence in the paint, his ability to run the floor, defend, and rebound, that's exactly what we need. It's about accountability, focus, and doing the little things that win championships." A chance to redefine his narrative. Ayton's time in Phoenix was often clouded by inconsistency, tension with coaches, and questions about his motor. Despite posting solid numbers, many felt he hadn't fully tapped into his potential. Now in LA, the expectations are clear: be a defensive force, stay engaged, and embrace the dirty work. The Lakers don't need Ayton to be a 20-point scorer. They need him to be a pillar in the paint, someone who changes shots, cleans the glass, and brings a physical edge every night. If he can do that, and stay healthy, the Lakers instantly become a more complete, dangerous team in the West. Fans have already started comparing his situation to that of Dwight Howard's redemption arc during the 2019-20 season, when the veteran center embraced a humble, defense-first role and helped the Lakers secure a title. Could Ayton follow a similar path? A legacy in the making, or a career at a crossroads? With the bright lights of Crypto.com Arena, a Hall of Fame mentor in LeBron James, and the basketball world watching, Ayton's time in purple and gold will be defined not by hype, but by effort. If he leans into the challenge, if he truly commits to being the physical defensive enforcer the Lakers need, this could be the moment his career turns a corner. And if not? Well, in LA, excuses run out fast. Davante Adams believes LeBron James could have been an NFL superstar. There's no question that LeBron James isn't just one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He's one of the most gifted athletes the world has ever seen. His dominance on the hardwood has shaped an entire generation of fans and players alike. But if things had gone a little differently, we might have been watching him catch touchdowns on Sundays instead of dropping 40 on the hardwood. Long before LeBron was a four-time NBA champion, he was a high school football phenom. As a junior at St. Vincent de Mary High School, LeBron lit up the field as a wide receiver, hauling in 1,160 yards and 16 touchdowns in just one season, numbers that turned heads well beyond his hometown. Ultimately, he chose basketball, a decision that clearly paid off. But for some, it's impossible not to wonder, what if LeBron had stuck with football? That what if recently resurfaced during an interview with Los Angeles Rams star receiver Davante Adams on the Dan Patrick Show. And according to Adams, A 6-time Pro Bowler and one of the most respected receivers in the NFL, there's no doubt about it. He would have been one of the greatest receivers or tight ends of all time. No question, Adams said. Have you seen him play football? The guy can fly. He's probably one of the fastest players the NBA's ever seen. The way he covers ground, maybe only John Wall or prime Derrick Rose can compare. But LeBron? He's right there. Size, speed, and skill, a nightmare matchup. Standing at 6'9" and 250 pounds, LeBron in his prime had the size of an elite tight end and the agility of a wideout. Combine that with his elite speed and coordination, and it's easy to picture him torching NFL secondaries. Just imagine trying to guard him on a fade route in the red zone, virtually impossible. And in open space? He'd be a walking mismatch, blowing past linebackers and overpowering safeties. Davante Adams knows exactly what it takes to thrive at the NFL level. Nearly 12,000 career receiving yards, 103 touchdowns, and multiple All-Pro honors. So when he says LeBron could have been one of the greatest, it's more than just fan talk. It's elite athlete recognizing elite potential. The NBA's gain, the NFL's what if. Of course, Lakers fans and basketball fans everywhere are thankful LeBron chose the path he did. With 4 NBA titles, 4 MVPs, and the all-time scoring crown, he solidified his place in sports history. But the idea of LeBron James lining up on an NFL field, especially in a league that values athletic hybrids more than ever, is still fascinating. In another universe, he might have been catching passes from Patrick Mahomes or stiff-arming defenders on Monday Night Football. Instead, he chose the spotlight of the NBA, and the game has never been the same. Honestly, he could have dominated in whatever sport he picked, Adams added. That's just who LeBron is. LeBron's competitive spirit never stops, even on the golf course. And speaking of trying new things, LeBron isn't done competing, not by a long shot. The Lakers superstar recently picked up golf as his latest hobby during the off-season. Though he admits he's still working on his swing, he's fully embracing the grind of learning something new. I'm not good at all right now, LeBron joked in a recent interview. But I love the challenge. Every time I go out there, I just want to be a little better than I was yesterday. Whether it's on the court, on the football field in theory, or out on the golf course, one thing's clear, LeBron James was built to compete. And while we'll never know what kind of NFL legend he might have become, we do know this. He's one of the rare athletes who could have been great at anything. NFL legends and coaches weigh in on LeBron's football what if. LeBron James' potential in the NFL has long been a topic of intrigue, and Davante Adams' recent comments have reignited the conversation. And it's not just fans or fellow athletes who believe in the possibility. NFL coaches, scouts, and legends have echoed the same sentiment for years. Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe, who's often spoken about LeBron's physical gifts, once said, "If LeBron had committed to football, he would have been the greatest tight end to ever play." You're talking about a guy with elite speed, size, hands, and that basketball IQ would have translated into football intelligence immediately. Even Pete Carroll, head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, admitted in a 2020 interview that the team considered reaching out to LeBron during the 2011 NBA lockout, when James himself hinted at possibly giving football another shot. "We were absolutely serious," Carroll said. "I told our staff, if this guy wants to play, we're opening the door." LeBron responds to the hype with humility and humor. LeBron has always approached the football talk with humility, often expressing deep love for the sport while also acknowledging that basketball was his calling. In past interviews, he's mentioned how difficult it was to walk away from football in high school, especially when he was receiving interest from major Division I programs like Ohio State, Notre Dame, and Florida State. But while he's honored by the speculation and praise, he's quick to credit real NFL stars like Adams for the craft and grind that professional football demands. "I respect what they do out there. It's a different level of toughness," LeBron said. "Could I have made it? Maybe. But those guys are built for that world. I chose my path, and I have no regrets." Still, moments like this, when top-tier NFL talent like Davante Adams believes LeBron could have been one of the greatest to ever do it, only fuel the legend of what might have been. A trend of cross-sport conversations. LeBron's football potential isn't the only crossover generating buzz. In recent years, fans and media have increasingly debated multi-sport athletes and what it means to be truly generational. From Patrick Mahomes' baseball background to Shohei Ohtani's global impact, We're in an era where versatility and athletic adaptability are more celebrated than ever. Social media lit up after Adams' remarks, with highlight clips of LeBron's high school football days going viral again. Fans were quick to imagine him suited up in NFL gear, donning the silver and black of the Raiders, the blue and yellow of the Rams, or even representing his home state Browns. One tweet summed it up best. LeBron in the red zone. That's 6 points. Every single time. The legacy of an athlete who could have done it all. In the end, what makes this story so captivating isn't just LeBron's size or speed, it's his mentality. His work ethic, leadership, and competitive fire would have made him successful no matter the arena. Whether it's the NBA, NFL, or even his newfound obsession with golf, LeBron is wired to pursue greatness. And while fans will forever wonder what LeBron might have done on the gridiron, his legacy as one of the most complete and dominant athletes of all time is already secure. No helmet required.